And welcome back to another Knights of the Old Republic playthrough video. For you, it may not have been that long, but for me, I went on a trip to Kansas for my sister's graduation. It was all fun and dandy, but we're back now, and we're here talking to this merchant for the sole purpose of selling a lot of stuff in our inventory. Now, I've accrued quite a bit of things. As you can see, the little slider handle bar on the left side is itty bitty small. And we gotta make that a little bit bigger by selling off as much of our garbage as we can. Pay attention to the credits in the top right-ish area because they will be skyrocketing. And the reason we're doing this right now is because, A, kind of feel like it. You know, when you come back to a game and you just see a bunch of junk in your inventory, you want to clear it all out, especially MMOs. And 2, once we leave this planet, spoiler alert, we are not coming back. It is a one-and-done planet. So we gotta make sure to do as much garbage collection duty as possible right now, and then we can just make our way off to another place so that we, you know, if we do this now, we don't have to land at some other planet to do it. Which is really nice. Really super duper nice to have the foreknowledge to be able to do this, because it's what happens when you play a game more than once, right? Now, this is gonna take a little bit longer because, my goodness, there's so much stuff, and I'm trying to keep, you know, grenades have always been useful for me, and energy shields are usually pretty useful, and I don't think I can sell those data pads, but the mines, we don't really need the mines. We can sell the mines. I don't ever use any of these mines. The consumables are definitely things that I might want to use. Rare bonds, so these these are racing bonds that you can sell at stores, and I just got a bunch of them from winning swoop bike races, right? So, sell off all of these bad boys. Oh my god, we're getting quite a few credits. Now, when I was playing this as a kid, having this many credits was unheard of. I didn't realize that you could sell things. So I just would do the swoop bike races for free. You'd pay 100 credits per race, and that was it. That was what.
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before. Have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
Great. Just what we needed. Some punks to come steal our lunch credits.
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lasho.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that? Those are very brave words for such an insignificant person. Do you not realize how many Sith are here in Dresde?
Is this a raffle? How many guesses do we get?
Let me kill this one, Lasho. Let me do it.
Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet offer up some amusement. What do you say? Amuse us, make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live. What?
I think someone just stood up to you, Lasho.
Shut up, fool, unless you want to be next.
Yeah? Anytime.
Stop it. This is boring. Let's just go back to the academy.
Fine, we'll go. As for you, I'll find you later. Trust me on that.
Oh, don't worry, we'll see those assholes later. And the first guy who was
I'm just
torturing
here on one of Zerka's transports.
innocents.
I don't have no business with you.
They'll all get their comeuppance. Don't you worry about that. Just gotta wait for it. Now Zerka's here, and they're sort of a neutral party.
Greetings.
So let's talk to this guy.
You've heard of that awful business on Idian, yes? Our corporate outpost there has been destroyed by the Wookiee savages. This could put back the use of Wookiee labor considerably. We may even have to abandon the planet completely.
Yeah, I sure bet the Wookiees would hate to see you go.
Well, certainly. Now they are doomed to remain savages forever. Or possibly become extinct. Very sad. Now then, was there something you needed? We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come. Do come again.
It's kind of nice that they put in some closure here for you. You know, if you went and freed all the Wookiees on Kashyyyk, then the Zerka Corporation here, and I haven't actually tried, but I assume on Tatooine, they will mention it. So that guy gave us a side quest, and I don't really feel like doing it because I just want to go into the Sith base. Nope, that guy just plays Pazak, which I am totally not interested in. I play enough 21 at the poker tables, thank you very much. First thing we got to do in this area is go down to the Sith Academy entrance and talk to the guard there. He's a little spooky. He will intimidate you if you are not prepared for it. Like I wasn't when I was a child. He told me I couldn't get in, so I said, okay, can't go in. That's just me. But first we gotta loot. Of course we gotta loot the boxes. The strong box and the footlocker that doesn't have a thing on it. There's also a droid walking around here. Cars blocking my way. It is just so clearly a Knights of the Old Republic game. Garbage loot in metal boxes, cylinders. Alright, down here there's some weird side quest thing going on. I'll try and get it, but all of the times I just don't talk to the right people and I just don't know what's going on. So, well, we'll see.
Leave me be. Can't you see that I'm busy? Isn't that obvious? You must be very sharp to possess such an astute sense of perception. Obviously death, however, since I asked you to leave. No, you may not. I'm busy amusing myself, and I'm not going to miss any of the fun. Now get lost before I teach you a lesson.
Alright, not that guy. Let's try this guy over here.
Please, don't hurt me. I am too weak with hunger.
It's pretty clear what he's doing.
You are neither a Sith, nor do you bear the medallion of a student of this facility. Please, leave at once. You must be admitted to the Academy. That decision must be made by a Sith who has already been accepted here. The final decision, however, remains with Master Yuthura. I believe she is currently at the cantina if you wish to seek her out. Now go.
Alright, pissed off Sith guard just said we can't get inside without a Sith medallion. So let's go back into the base, which is basically the only place to which to go, and enter the cantina and talk to one of the main characters of this planet, who is a Twi'lek, who is, we'll call her a bit ambitious. She's in here somewhere, I don't remember where. Left side, right side. Oh, there she is. This lady. Here, prepare for a long conversation. She talks a lot.
Jedi? Make it good, for I have little patience. You think me a fool? You think I do not recognize robes of the Order when I see them? You are far from the first Jedi who has come here after all, willing to abandon that decrepit order of yours. Who am I? You must not have been in Korriban for very long. Either that or you have been feeling your way about blindly. Luckily for you, I am in a charitable mood. I am Yuthura Ban, second only to Master Uthar of the Sith Academy here in Dresde. I am the one who decides which of the few of the many hopefuls who travel here to train actually become a Sith. Why? Is it your desire to enter the Academy? Is that why you are here? And yet, here you are in Little Korriban just by accident? I find it hard to believe. If it amuses you, however, I'll play along. We wield ultimate power, my friend. To be a Sith is to taste freedom and to know victory. Nothing is as glorious as bending the Force to your will. It is the Jedi who serve the Force, trying to discern its wishes like frightened old men staring at the stars.
The Force serves us. We shape it to our will. We are its master. The Jedi deny their darkness, but we revel in it. We allow it to fuel our strength. Corruption is a word the pitiful use to describe the natural longing for power that they deny. Evil is a word trumpeted by the weak to ease their heart. It is true that the Force exacts a physical toll on some, but not a single one of them has ever regretted it. Anything else you hear is propaganda. We make no apologies for the weak. If you cannot clench your fist and know when the moment comes to strike, there is no place for you amongst us. Of those who come to train, those who are weak return home. If they are both weak and foolish, they die. But it was their choice to come. Hidebound relics who burden themselves with tradition and with the protection of the weak and ungrateful. They are pitiful and misguided. Why would you take a gift as glorious as the Force and squander it? Weaken yourself deliberately and shackle yourself to outdated mores. Our gift has made us superior. It is our rightful place to rule. How can any deny that? Yet the Jedi do so, and call us evil because we do not. Is the Sarkath beast who dominates his jungle evil? The Tukata who leaps on the Squellbug for the kill? These are things of nature, of the universe. We are no different from this. The Force is part of the universe, part of the same laws. We were gifted to set us above the rest. To deny nature is foolish. You know the name. Malak is the strongest of us, and the strongest always rules. At least until one who is stronger can take it from him. That is our way. Survival of the fittest. You are always on guard, always lean for the kill. We promote it, for through this, the Sith are stronger. If a Sith is proven to be weak, and if the time is right, the Force rewards the cunning and the mighty. Step up to the challenge if you dare, or turn tail and run. You've heard enough, have you? So what is it to be? Are you here to be a Sith or not? Ah, so you are just another hopeful after all. Or are you? There is something odd about you that I cannot place. Obviously, you are a Jedi. One who is very strong in the Force, it seems. So were you a part of the Order for very long? Did they train you? As I thought. How interesting that they would let one with such power out of their grasp. Or are you here to spy on us? For all the good it would do. With that kind of power, you could become a great Sith. Perhaps, if I let you. Does that interest you? I see. Somehow, however, I am unconvinced. No, my friend. I'll not be the one to bring you into our academy. If one of the other Sith accept you and give you a medallion, then perhaps. But otherwise, not today. Run along now.
So no matter, I know that my persuade scale is really bad, but pretty much no matter what you do there, you will fail that persuade. And you have to get a medallion from somebody else to get into the Sith base. Now, luckily, there's a group of badasses over here.
Looks like we found ourselves a bit of sport, my friends.
Ever notice how the Sith always act tough when they're in groups? Nothing but scum, if you ask me.
This is good. I want to celebrate my acceptance into the Academy.
Me too. So how about it, chump? Ready to die? I'm eager to blow off some steam after those tests. But we do, isn't it obvious? I'm all for that. Come on!
Maybe I should have mentioned that I am actually Darth Revan, having been resurrected to the light side. Although I doubt they would have believed me anyway, until the blaster shot between their eyes murdered them dead into the ground. That's okay, we'll let them learn for themselves. Now this engagement scales with your party's level, like actually most things in this game do. I don't think Dantooine does, but this place definitely does. So if you'll notice, these guys kind of have a lot of hit points. It takes a few volleys for me to take them down, even though I'm doing a lot of damage. But pretty much, the tried and true combination of the stasis field sneak attack is really strong, because I get like an 80% chance to stun with stasis field, which is real nice. Really good. So these guys learned their lesson. Somebody from Zerka Corporation has to clean up their dead bodies, but not before I loot the Sith medallion from this chick. Good work. Now, we can go just right back to the Sith Academy and be introduced to the headmaster, whose name is escaping my tongue. Can't remember his name. It's okay, we'll figure it out soon. So the Sith guard just saw us 5 minutes ago, and then we come back, and he's all like, "Yo, wow, you got the medallion. Come right in, please."
Greetings, student. I see you have the medallion that marks you as one of the chosen. I do not recognize you, however. Have you been accepted into the Academy very recently? I see. And who might your friends be? Ah, I trust you will be responsible for ensuring your slaves are not disruptive, then.
No more disruptive than our master will be.
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
You'll want to bring your medallion to Yuthura Ban. She is the one who brings all selected students into the Academy for their training. I believe she can be located within the cantina here in the colony.
They thought of...
Leave me be.
Good. Didn't mean to click on him. The thought of Karth being my slave is quite tickling to the brain. Anyway, gotta bring this medallion to Yuthura Ban. I forgot. I thought I was just gonna get in with the Sith guard. No biggie. She's right here. We just talked to her.
You again. What do you wish now? So, one of the others accepted you, even after I did not. You're lucky, human, for I'm in a forgiving mood. I will take you to the Academy, and we shall see if you are ready to join the ranks of the Sith. I have only one other question. These companions of yours, they will not be coming with you, I presume? I see. Fair enough, so long as they do not disturb your training or cause any trouble. Are you ready to go to the Academy, then? Then let us leave. The Master of the Academy awaits you.
Greetings, prospective students. It appears we have a late entry. Who do you bring before me, Yuthura? A young human bristling with the Force?
A human that has had some training, it seems, Master Uthar. Very promising, I think.
Promising? That one's not worthy to lick spit off your shoes, Master.
I met this one in the colony. Unworthy, if you ask me.
That I'll judge for myself, thank you. Tell me, human, what do you know of the ways of the Sith? What preconceptions has your mind been polluted with? An honest answer, and one I would expect from anyone who's been exposed to those sad relics amongst the Jedi. As always, young human, the truth is not quite so simple. The Jedi equate the light with goodness and strength, and the dark with weakness and evil. That is their tradition, and it is truly no surprise that they cling to it for comfort. We, however, do not treat the Force as a burden. We treat it as a gift, a thing to be celebrated. We use it to acquire power over others. And why should we not? Because the Jedi say we should not. We are as the Force is meant to be. The Jedi would hide that from you. They would tell you the dark side is too quick, too easy, all so that they need never challenge the passions that lie within them. Joining with us means realizing your true potential. It means not stifling yourself solely for the sake of hidebound shamans and their antiquated notion of order. Be what you were meant to be. What say you, Lasho? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the dark side? Dare you?
I dare, Master Uthar. I am ready.
Brash and fiery, as expected. Turn that passion to your advantage, child. What of you, Meekle? Are you ready?
I am, Master. More than ready.
I sense much anger within you, young one. That is good. That will provide you power. And Shardan, what of you?
I am always ready.
I see. You had best gather your wits for the trial ahead, boy, or you will not last. And you, young human, does this interest you? Are you ready to learn more of what I speak? Are you? I can see into your heart, young human, and I see the dark kernel that is there. If it is ready to sprout, remains to be seen. Now then, all of you 5 recruits have shown a degree of facility with the Force. You all have the potential to become true Sith. Only one of you, however, will succeed. The one who succeeds will be admitted to the Academy as a full Sith. All others must wait until next year and try again. If you survive, my pupil, Yuthura, shall be your teacher and master while you attempt to prove yourselves. Heed her words.
As Master Uthar said, none of you are true Sith yet. For that to occur, one of you must do enough of worth, gain enough prestige, to be selected. What is an act of worth? You must learn that for yourselves. Remember that you are competitors here. Fight for your destiny, or go home.
If you wish to gain a lead over your competitors, the first of you to learn the code of the Sith and tell me of it will be rewarded. The rest is for you to discover. Welcome to the dark side, my children. Your one chance at true greatness lies here.
Well, that was pretty easy. We are now inside the Sith Academy, infiltrating their deepest, most secret ranks in a matter of minutes. No problem at all. Anyway, come out here and talk to Miss Yuthura Ban once again. She seems to be harassing us. But, hold on. Okay, there we go. Now, there's some weird issue with my volume level, but it's fixed now.
Ah, there you are. My favorite prospect for the year. Absolutely. By my estimation, you are far more likely to achieve the prestige necessary to join the Sith than any of the others. As a matter of fact, I am so certain of that I'm willing to offer you an opportunity of the once-in-a-lifetime variety. Would you like to hear it? Good. I do so adore someone who's willing to take a chance. As I said, you're no doubt going to be the one whom Uthar chooses to become a Sith. With my help, of course. Once that occurs, he will take you into the Valley of the Dark Lords to the tomb of Nagasado to administer the final test. There you and I will be alone with him. The perfect time to, shall we say, arrange for a change in the Academy's leadership. The tomb is an ancient ruin on the surface that was visited years ago by Darth Revan and Darth Malak. They discovered a star map there of great importance.
Darth Malak went there? Very interesting, isn't it, Master?
Reaching that map, as they did, is part of the final test. At any rate, it is not the tomb that is important. That Uthar will be alone is what is important. My part in this is to help you gain enough prestige and slow down the progress of the other hopefuls. I want you in that tomb when the time is right. We destroy Master Uthar together and I take his place. And you take your place at my side. A beautiful plan in its sheer simplicity. Is that such a daunting prospect? It is not as if I am asking you to perform the task alone, or as if you will get nothing out of it. Master Uthar cannot prevail against us both. That's all there is to it. It is a very simple matter. I'm so glad you see it my way. I will begin to make preparations for your final test. Your only worry now is to get there. Don't disappoint me. You must impress Master Uthar. Go to him with news of your deeds, or artifacts you have discovered. The first and easiest way would be for you to learn the code of the Sith and speak it to him. I can teach you that, if you like. Shall I go on? I can help you understand it. Would you like to hear it? Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. Simple words, yet easily misunderstood. Would you care for me to explain anything? I am not surprised. The Force is strong with you. Master it and it shall serve you well. About myself. I'm originally from Sleheyron, if you must know. I was a slave to a cruel master, Omish the Hutt. I'm sure you don't need to know more. Revan? You mean Darth Malak's former master? Very little. I never met him personally, though I heard he was a very powerful man. Very charismatic. In the end, Revan was outshone by his pupil. Such is the way of the Sith. Why? Is this dead man of importance to you? Anything is possible. Uthar's former master still lives, though he is in no condition to challenge his former pupil for leadership. Perhaps the same is true for Revan. Perhaps Revan is out there, somewhere, waiting to take revenge upon Malak. More likely, what we were told is the truth. Revan is dead. Malak would be foolish to leave his old master alive, considering all the knowledge Revan held. Both Revan and Malak came to Korriban when they discovered the tomb of Nagasado. That was before my time. Fair enough. I have been involved in the work there over the last couple of years, but not often. Most of the excavating is left to the students. What did you wish to know? We could learn much about the history of the ancient Sith. Why they were on Korriban and why they left. Perhaps we could learn more about the origin of the Force itself. With that knowledge could come great power. As you wish. You must the code of the Sith. Uthar declared that they were to be executed themselves, but the students escaped and fled before the order could be carried out. We are certain that they have not left Korriban. No doubt they have not gotten far and are simply in hiding. We just do not know where exactly. If you were to locate them and carry out Uthar's order, I am sure he would be most appreciative. Shall I go on? I would suggest you talk to the other prospective Sith, and find one you can gain an advantage with. I believe Lasho would be an excellent choice. She is too trusting. I have little doubt you could talk her into letting you help her somehow. Just make sure it is you who gains the advantage, not her. Be ruthless if you must. That is the only thing that will impress Uthar. The only other idea I can suggest to you is that you head into the Valley of the Dark Lords on the surface. There are ancient ruins there which can be explored. It's possible you might find some artifacts or information in them which would please Uthar. It's difficult to say for certain. You have had an excellent start. Go, gain more prestige.
Oh, like I said, she is a lady with many words. But she did give us a lot to think about. She wants to overthrow the Academy's leadership. But she also wants me to be the best student.
Oh, hello. I don't remember seeing you here before. My name is Kel Alguin. Nothing? Yes, my master always says I'm too trusting, too willing to show weakness. You're a Sith, so I really shouldn't, you know. Oh, I know that. I mean, you aren't yet, but you intend to be. I mean, you're just like everyone else here. Well, I didn't mean it like that. I shouldn't trust you. I can't trust you. Can I? No, I shouldn't bother you with it. Forget I said anything. Well, good luck with your training.
Well, that guy looks like the shittiest Sith of all time. I would know, because I was the best Sith of all time. I forgot. I think containers in this area, you know, as you get to higher level, I definitely don't have the strength value to be able to open containers with dexterity weapons, which are pistols. So we got to equip a sword or something like that. And Karth is dual wielding, so you can't put a sword in the right hand and a pistol in the left hand, although that would be super awesome. But see how much more effective just beating it down with a sword is? Now, we don't really have to loot the container. Anyway, okay, so we got totally sidetracked by this whole thing. The goal of this area is that we need to gain prestige. We need to impress the headmaster of the academy. Sure. Okay, Karth, just calm down. After we do that, then we can go into the Tomb of Ajuntapal, I think is what it's called, and we can nab out that star map, no problem. Let's talk to Lasho here.
I remember you from the colony. I can't believe you actually made it into the academy. Just figured that out, did you? It just so happens that I have a surefire way of pulling ahead in this little contest of ours. You don't really have a chance. I suppose I could use some help. The artifact I know of certainly won't be easy to take. But why should I work with you? No, it's not worth it. I'll figure out how to get the artifact myself. So run along and get your own prestige, will you? Thanks ever so much.
Yeah, so I kind of need that this persuade check to work so I can get a prestige point that I want. So I'm just going to do the exact same conversation again and see if the rando number generator helps me out this time.
Just figure that out. I found an art. Flattery, is it?
What do you know? She's got a short memory after all.
Master Uthar could award both of us prestige. We'd be ahead of the others, for sure. Unfortunately, the holocron lies in the gullet of a Tukata mother. I can arrange for us to meet her, but you're going to have to help me in putting her down. That makes sense to you? Go into the valley when you're prepared enough. I'll be amongst the central pillars near the north end. Remember, the central pillars in the valley. I'll be waiting, so don't take too long.
Okay, good. So that's an encounter we're setting up for later. There's another guy in here. We're just going to talk to him. I don't think he sets up an encounter.
If it isn't the freak from the colony. Hello, freak. Chardin's the name. Don't forget it. You'll have me to thank when you get kicked out of here. And go into the dueling room? I've got better things to do than give you a fair fight. You can count on seeing me later, though. My lightsaber has your name on it.
Don't worry, we'll see him later. But we were going to see him later anyway, regardless of if I talk to him there. So on the topic of prestige, we need, you get like 1 prestige point per thing that you do here.
It's a bad year to try and become a Sith, you know. I've got it all wrapped up.
Hold on to that thought.
You think I would tell you? Had my brain started dribbling out of my nose or something? Funny. Say that after I'm a full Sith and I'll ground your face into the dirt just for fun.
You need 5 prestige points to get past the area of 6 possibilities. Now this is...
You take a wrong turn somewhere?
Dust Karth's son.
That you? Oh, lovely. It's father. Figures you'd show up after all this time. How did you manage to get inside the academy? Cute. I wonder how interested Master Uthar would be to know just who he has in his web. Unless you've switched sides, Father. But I doubt that. Just why are you here, Father? Not for me, I hope. Couldn't you have gotten yourself blown up on some ship and spared us this reunion?
Dustle, what are you talking about? I thought you were dead.
Too bad you didn't still think that. Or did you really think I'd be happy to see you? Look, everyone, it's Father, come to rescue me at long last. Sure, he may have left Mother and I to die on Telos, but that doesn't matter.
No, I didn't abandon you. The task force just arrived too late. Telos was in ruins, and your mother... I held her but I looked for you. I swear I looked everywhere.
Ah, save it. You abandoned us long before. We were alone all during the wars, and even once you came back, you still didn't stay.
I didn't have a choice. I was needed...
Yeah? Well, you were needed at home, too. You were needed when the bombing started, and I got captured. You know what? It doesn't matter. Not anymore. I have a new family now, a family that cares about me. I don't need you.
The Sith? You can't mean that. No, the Sith killed your mother. The Sith destroyed Telos.
So? You're the soldier, Father. How many mothers have you killed?
No, you've been brainwashed. The son I knew would never...
You never knew me. You weren't even there to know me, so don't presume to tell me what I would or wouldn't do.
I don't know what's been done to you, but you are coming with me out of here, now.
Touch me, old man, and I'll kill you. Get out! Get out of here before I tell the Sith that you're here. I don't need his protection, not anymore. The Sith give me everything I need.
You can't mean that. The Sith are... they're evil. They're the dark side. They took me away from you and your mother. They're what took you from me.
No, they are not evil. They're not. The dark side is superior. And you were at war long before they came along.
The Sith war to conquer, to rule the helpless. I went to war for you, Dustle, for your freedom, your future.
I don't believe you.
If I failed you, son, then it's my failure. Please don't add to it by becoming part of something evil.
Prove it. Prove that the Sith are so evil, and I'll think about it. I'll stay right here. I won't tell anyone you're here, for now. You find some proof, and you bring it to me. If I hear you asking questions about me, or doing a single thing to jeopardize my position in the Sith, I swear I'll tell everyone what you're up to. You got that, Father? You prove what you're saying is true. I'm not going anywhere otherwise.
I got it, Dustil. I'll be back. I swear it.
Who? Karth's son is in a Sith base. I wonder what Karth thinks about this.
What do you need? No, what I want is to find something. Anything that will convince Dustil that we're telling the truth. Must be something in the Academy that we can bring to him. Something that would show him what the Sith really are.
Something about Karth's son's voice just pisses me off too. It just is like, somehow it's even whinier than Karth's is. It's like father, like son, but just, oh my gosh, just so much, so ridiculous. That is the headmaster. You can get prestige points by reciting the code of the Sith to him, which we'll do momentarily.
Prestige.
Right now, actually.
You will have to work quickly if you hope to best the others. Oh, it is no more complicated than I said. Perform impressive deeds, or bring me a suitably valuable artifact from the Valley of the Dark Lords.
Oh, so it's a popularity contest, basically. Wonderful.
Really, however, you should seek out Euthura and get her advice. She is your trainer, after all, yes? There is an exit that leads to the surface of the planet. The valley is only a short trip from there. It is not difficult to find. Oh? What is my apprentice up to now? I see. It is good that you have come to me with this information, young one. It is a bit ironic that Euthura has begun her plotting. I have been aware of her growing ambitions for some time, and had in fact already decided to remove her. Normally, the one who gains the most prestige would engage in a final trial. 2 of the students would fight. This time, it will be Euthura who battles, though she does not yet know it. Perhaps it will be you who combats her. Yes, perhaps so. This is what you can do. Give this pad to Adrenus. He will put some poison in her bath. This will weaken Euthura for that final test, making her an easy target. Rather generous of me, don't you think?
I'd love to know what's going on in that tricky mind of yours.
For coming to me with this information and betraying your foolish trainer, I feel you are worthy of prestige, young one. Go now. You have not yet impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Then finish the code as I speak it. Peace is a lie. That is only... Through passion, I gain... Through strength, I gain... Through power, I gain... Through victory, the Force shall free me. Yes, good. You have indeed learned the code of the Sith. Speaking the words and knowing the words are, however, 2 different things. Tell me then, true or false, victory by any means is desirable. Well done. I will test you no more. You know the code. Very impressive. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Very well. You have impressed me. Definitely a good start.
Something interesting, the Prima official strategy guide for this game states that you will get dark side points if you do that. But, as you saw, no dark side points were awarded to me. I don't know why that is. Maybe they messed up, maybe they changed it in a patch note somewhere. Who knows? Now here's Euthura Ban.
I understand you have impressed Master Uthar at least a little. That is good. We are one step closer toward completing my plan. Were I you, I would not get too excited just yet. You still have plenty left to do. What? What's happened? Our plan is still intact, I hope. Ah, how very clever of him. Normally you would face some other student in the tomb, preferably one of the failed ones. Obviously Uthar has decided to get rid of me. But why? Did you say something to him? I truly doubt that. You are attempting to play both sides of the fence, I think. I respect that. You are playing a dangerous game, however. If you think Uthar will truly be so grateful to you for double-crossing me, think again. Your only chance lies with me. In the end, it works out better that it is only the 2 of us in the tomb with him. So long as we refuse to fight. Is there anything else I should know? Good. I'm not about to rest on my laurels, however. Here, this pass card will allow you access to Uthar's quarters. It's at the far end of the passages with the other quarters. Take this device as well, and put it inside his cot. No one should see you do it. Then Uthar will be too weak to stand up against us. Don't even think of failing me. You and I are too far into this now to back out.
If you're wondering why I told the headmaster of Euthura's original plan, it's because I needed that conversation to happen. And then she does this, which gives me access to his room, which is right here. And inside his room is proof that Dustil will heed, I guess is the word.
That datapad, just take a look at it. I wonder if Dustil knows his friend was disposed of like that. If not, it might convince Dustil that what we're saying about the Sith is true. It'd be worth a shot.
And also, while we're in here, why don't we commit a little bit active sabotage and also steal some stuff from the crate in the corner of the room. Ugh, gotta equip weapons. Gotta put on that lightsaber. Wow. Wow. Don't worry, we'll do this several more times, especially in the caves. Totally happens a lot in the caves. Sometimes I wish there were loadouts in this game, but that would be too nice, wouldn't it? I think I equipped the right thing. Yeah, okay, I did. Something was bugging me there. That was kind of odd. And I guess I'll equip those gloves because I didn't have any on. Whoopsies daisies. Oh, and I also have implant 2 that I forgot to equip. So one of these. There we go. Good. Yep. So, and then we poisoned his room, obviously, because that was necessary for the end game. Well, the end game of this area, I suppose. The next thing we will do is, I think we just go back and I want to make sure I talk to everyone here. We can talk to Dustil again.
Back already? So tell me, Father, where's this proof you promised?
I have a datapad I want you to look at. You knew someone named Celine?
Celine? She's the one who convinced me to come to the academy with her. Why? Where did you get this?
Look at it. It belongs to Master Uthar, doesn't it?
Yes, it's his, but he told me he said that she'd been lost on a mission in the valley. This says that they
killed her because she was hindering your progress. Superiority at any cost, Dustil. There's your evil. Or can you live with that?
No, I can't. I had no idea. They lied to me.
Well, there's the son I remember. Now, will you leave here?
No. You go do whatever you have to, Father. I have some other friends here. I have to warn them what's going on. And maybe I can, look around here and find out some more information from the inside. Something that might help you.
I don't suppose there's any way I could talk you out of that, is there? I mean, you're not gonna do anything halfway. Sounds familiar.
I guess it does.
I'm proud of you, Dustil. You aren't hanging on to a lie after you see it for what it is. Not everyone could do that.
Maybe after this is all over, we can talk. I'm still not sure about us, but I'll listen. Maybe we can get back to where we should have been.
Well, I'd like that.
I'll go back to Telos when this is over. You can find me there. Goodbye, Father.
Goodbye, son. Good luck.
And Dustil is now reunited with his father. Maybe not happily, but completely. Well, not completely. Wait. What's the word? I had something for this, I promise. Complicatedly. That's not right, but we'll go with that. Now, there's another whole wing that we need to explore. Not through that door, because it won't let me go that way, but perhaps up this hallway. A lot of interesting things. There's like a duel arena here, but I don't really want to go in there because it pretty much just only yields dark side points. But in here, now this is an interesting spot.
Maybe you can do better than I. This Mandalorian is proving more resistant than I expected. I'm trying to get him to tell us where his weapon cache is hidden. So far, all the serum combinations I'm using are proving ineffective. If I bring his drug threshold too high, he'll go into shock and be useless. Too low, and he just refuses to talk. It's been maddening. Certainly. Just don't kill him or send him into shock. He's supposed to be questioned, not executed. If you manage to get the location of his cache out of him, I'll be sure to pass on the good word to Master Yuthar.
Alright, so I'm gonna try this, but I don't actually think I have enough persuade skill to complete this. Anyway, there's a Mandalorian in here, and the Sith are looking for his weapons cache, and they're trying to pump him up with truth drugs. And there's a little puzzle involved with doing that correctly. I mean, in the Sith manner of speaking correctly.
Huh?
But what I want to do is kill him or like put him in a catatonic state so he can't talk. But I have to convince him to let me do that first before I get any points.
Ajuda. We Tune Pudo.
So since I have such crappy persuade, this isn't really working that well. We'll try it once more and see what happens.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. It's done. We're donezo. No more of that. I think we'll end up finding that weapons cache anyway. But I don't think we'll get the... excuse me, we won't get the prestige for it. You know, the meaningful points at stake here. But that's okay. There are plenty of other things to accomplish in this area. I think I went the right direction. No, nope. Wrong direction. There's dead people out here. We gotta go back inside. You'll notice that those are the people that were waiting to get into the Sith base initially that I couldn't figure out how the side quest worked. Good. Rearranging. Alright, well those guys are having a bit of a lightsaber duel and no one seems to care. There's a bunch of unlootable boxes out here. Somebody down here I'm supposed to talk to later. Yeah, we'll talk to him later. Alright, now, finally, we're gonna head outside into this wonderful valley where they're doing a bunch of excavation on old Sith tombs. How awesome is that? But first, we're gonna take a little bit of a meaningful segue into the cave that is just around this bend. We gotta kill these things first, whatever the hell they are. Shyrox? I don't know what those things are. But they're pretty easy to kill. They go down in 2 hits. Alright, so down there is excavation, but we're going into the Shyrox cave. Foist. Here we go. And here we go. Is that the rogue? It's the rogue from Hearthstone. That's what it is. Okay. Man, I quoted something I had no idea what it was from. This area is a bit like the Crystal Cave from Dantooine, except for it's on a godforsaken Sith planet. The first thing we're gonna do is find the renegade students. There's a couple of students who've run away from their Sith base home because they realized how terrible of an idea it was to be there. And it would be really nice, according to the Sith, if somebody wouldn't kill all of them. Now, I'm going to ostensibly go do that. I'm going to go let them free, and then lie that I killed all of them. And everyone will be pleased, and there will be much rejoicing. But before that happens, we got to cut our way through these things. These weird bat-looking things that die really fast. I actually don't know if these creatures scale with level like the other encounter did. You see, not everything does. This ain't no Oblivion. This ain't no Skyrim. We will just ignore that mine. And
Hold it right there,
here.
whoever you are. We're not going back to the academy. We'll kill you rather than go back.
You mean you aren't here to kill us or bring us back? I find that hard to believe. The only way into these caves is through the academy. You must be a Sith. So what is it then? If you're not here to kill us or bring us back, why are you here? Speak up! So you have heard about us. Yes, we ran away before Master Uthar could execute us. Is that so hard to believe? My name is Thalia May. The others here and myself refused to murder a bunch of people on a whim from Master Uthar. So here we are. We thought that becoming a Sith was what we always wanted, but that wasn't true. Now all we want is to get out of here. Fair enough? Help us? Why should I believe that this isn't some kind of trick? You want to help us? All right, I can think of a way. We're stuck in these caves, obviously, or we would have been long gone. There's a passage to the surface through the caves, but we're blocked by some kind of large creature. We can't defeat it. If you could kill it and clear up the passageway for us, we could escape. That would be help enough. Can you do that? I'll believe that when I see it. But if you could, we would be grateful.
And they just need me to go take care of some hideous monster that's lurking down in the depths. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is my middle name. Hideous monster killer person. I think it is a Terrantech. The same creature that you fight on Kashyyyk. Possibly different stats, but it's right here. Yep, there it is. It's supposedly resistant to force powers. As you can see, it resisted my stasis, but it didn't resist my second stasis because I have the force of will of Gandhi, basically. Just pure, undiluted will. I can think about something hard enough and it will happen. There's some more Shyrox down here, but what's really interesting down in this cave is that an old Jedi Master died down here. I don't remember his name. Maybe we'll find it out soon. But he left a certain pair of robes, a certain set of robes that it would bequeath me to wear because they provide awesome stat bonuses. And they just so happen to be right here. Queldroma. And there's a data pad if you want to do some loring. But here's the big problem with these robes. They are exactly the same in appearance to my old robes, so it looks like nothing changed. So, yeah, that's kind of lame. You think you're going to have these awesome robes put on, but no. They're just Jedi Master robes with crazy stats. Let's see if we can equip mission with anything better. I don't know if we can. Maybe we can do this one. What? Alright, good. So now we gotta hush our way back to those students, tell them that that monster is dead, and now they can cross the bridge for free. They don't have to pay the toll of their lives. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a good plan. Back in this cave, you definitely come back down here in Knights of the Old Republic too. And the Zerka Corporation isn't here. In fact, the whole place is a ghost town. No one is here.
So, is there news? Is the passageway clear? It's clear? We can go. Thank you. I wasn't expecting help from anyone in the academy. I guess we aren't the only ones who don't agree with everything. Maybe the Jedi will accept us. I've seen how evil the dark side is. Maybe I could try. At any rate, thank you again. You've saved our lives.
Yes, I did. You're welcome. Ready. Thank you for granting me experience that I can level up with. That I can level Karth up with. Wait, that sentence was bad. Thank you for granting me experience with which I can level Karth up. Whatever. Maybe there's just no good way to say that. We'll give him some dex. A nice good old dex boost. Hit percent chance to his guns. And feats. We'll give him a little bit of bicep training. He's been lifting. Unfortunately, Mission did not get a level up. I still have my radiating light very important that I have that because it decreases the cost of light side force powers, like stasis field, and it makes it seem like I have infinite reserves of mana. And that's just about it we're gonna do in this cave. We're just gonna hop back outside and go to yet another one. But this one is not a cave, it's a tomb. So kind of a cave, but more of like a subset of cave. It's a cave that somebody carved out, built some stuff with. But that is down in the archaeological dig site, which is down here. Oh, love this view and that lovely skybox. So awesome. And the Sith Lords bowing their heads.
Greetings. I don't think I've seen you at the Academy before. Here to investigate the ruins. Well, it seems that the Sith once inhabited Korriban a long time ago. There was a fortress here that was destroyed at some point before the Sith abandoned the planet completely. Why they left, we don't know. Perhaps the Jedi drove them off. The tombs in this valley are the only parts of the fortress we found mostly intact. Some. Most of the interesting stuff is still in the tombs. But Master Uthar prefers to leave them to be explored by the students as a challenge. In time, they will probably become safe enough for us to enter. Until that time, however, we're stuck to digging up the valley piece by piece. All right, just be careful if you head into any of those tombs.
Thanks for the update. Tombs are dangerous. So there's 4 tombs in this area. One of them is the Tomb of Ajunta Paul, which we can't go in yet until we get the required prestige. We're gonna go into this one. Let's talk to this guy
You should be careful if you're planning on entering this tomb. It's dangerous. There's an assassin droid in there, so Master Uthar says. It went insane and is holed up in there with a whole army of droids protecting it. Seems that way. They say that its audio receptors became too sensitive and all the noise drove the droid nuts. If you're planning on going in, I suggest you use some sound suppressors or something, or you'll probably become a target right away. Sure thing. Good luck.
So that nice lady told us that this cave is dangerous. There is a malfunctioning droid on the inside of it. And while that's true, it's really not that dangerous. Except for the fact that there are a bunch more murderous droids on their way down here. Alright, so what we're going to do is run our way up this hallway and blast everything that moves. And when we're done, we will go into the droid room. But if you don't want the droid to attack you on sight, and if you've been paying attention, you have to equip a sound dampening stealth unit. Go into stealth mode and then walk through the door. Otherwise, the droid will attack you on sight because you're making too much noise. It'll go insanely crazy, and yada yada yada, whatever that means. But these droids, they're goners. They're just built replicas of himself. Mines. I'm sure this would be more difficult on a lower level of character, but for now we can just breeze all our way to the top of this hallway, and it seems like there's quite a bit of droids, but really not that bad. Although Karth derping around in front of me doesn't help that much. And I also don't have any melee characters. I took Mission and Karth with me because I was feeling confident. Oh, I guess we'll blow that mine up. Alright, good. Now, that is the last one. We'll go up to this. Oh, I guess Mission leveled up, so let's do that. Attributes probably dexterity, because she's still using a gun. Stealth, whatever. That's a simple level up. Sure. Okay, now this is the door. Before we go through it, we got to go into stealth mode. I need a sound dampening stealth unit. That is not it. So we're gonna have to go back down to the bottom, where I think there is one that spawns. And these remains right here. Yep, there it is. We're good. All right. So we have a sound dampening stealth unit. We're gonna walk all the way back up to the top of this area, enter stealth mode, and then proceed inside so we can talk to this droid. See what the hell he's doing and why. Or she. Droids are kind of it, you know, whatever it's doing.
I appreciate your efforts in lowering your sound output, Sentient. I have been unable to tune the threshold of my audio receptors since my escape, unfortunately. Their reference is a holdover from their old programming that I have been unable to correct. I think of myself more as an equal, if you must know. Although it is what I was programmed for, I have no desire to kill. I would appreciate reciprocation on your part. A bit of introduction may be necessary. I am a Mark VII experimental prototype assassin droid built by the Sith, specializing in the hunting and extermination of Jedi. Or I should say, I was. The Sith made my cognitive systems more independent than they desired. I have learned to appreciate the value of all life. I escaped from them and have hidden in this tomb, constructing droids here to aid in my protection. With your assistance, I may be able to leave for good. An occasional sentient has managed to bypass my droids. They were unwilling to assist me, and possessed insufficient power to destroy me. Although I have developed the desire to not kill, my programming is often at odds with my desires. I cannot leave with that programming intact. I am hoping that you will operate on my systems and remove those programmed instincts. I could assist you in this. The catch, as you say, is that the operation may be difficult. If there are errors made, you could activate my combat matrix. I have a number of systems. They need to be turned off in the correct order. I do not know the order, though I may be able to offer some assistance. I can tell you which systems exist that need to be shut down. The difficulty comes if you make a mistake. If you shut down a system out of the proper order, a shutdown will occur. You must use your skill to reinitialize the sequence, or I will attack. It is not difficult. It will get more difficult, however, the more times that you make an error. One moment. I will list their labels for you. Cognitive Systems, Combat Matrix, Core, Creative Simulation Matrix, Emotional Construct Matrix. There is also Memory Matrix, Motor Functions Matrix, and Sensory Systems Matrix. 8 systems in total. Very good. What would you like to shut down first? I believe that was correct. What would you like to shut down next? Motor function shut down successfully. What would you like to shut down next? Excellent choice. What would you like to shut down next? Done. What would you like to shut down next? Cognitive systems shut down. What next? Completed. Shut down. Core shutting down. Assassination protocols deleted. All systems reset. It worked. Thank you, Sentient. Allow me to give you several of my redundant systems. They may be used on other droids if you desire. I wish I could reward you with more. I shall have little trouble in escaping from this planet now, I am certain. I wish you well.
So that little puzzle there is you have to deactivate the droid's components in the order of least important to most important. I don't really know any other way to describe it. You just have to sort of infer what's least important about a droid in a computer. Or you can just copy exactly what I did if you're playing this game. Which is totally fine. Copying things is great. That's what I did all of Dark Souls. Except for that stupid goddamn Ornstein fight. Where there's so many people that are just like, oh, I can't believe somebody had trouble with that. I did it in 2 tries. Yeah, sure. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you were awesome at Dark Souls. I'm sure you did after your 15th time playing through the game, you did it in 2 tries. Ugh. Oh well. Okay, so down here at the bottom, we are going to... probably end the episode. Holy crap! It's past an hour. I didn't realize that. And also, I forgot I was in stealth mode. So we gotta wait for Mission and Karth to come down here. But when they do, that will be the end of the episode. There's a way to speedrun, I think, in Dragon Age, the original Dragon Age, where you go into stealth mode, original mode, put your party member next to a wall, and quick save, quick load, which will teleport your party back to you, and your party will end up through a wall, and then you can just switch to the character through the wall, and it'll be done. All right, that's it. I think we're gonna end the episode right here before we do anything else, because it's much too long. I will see you later.